Hey, back.
Zachariah, what can I do?
You want to attack a convoy to...
Not we don't... This mission worked.
They found some ancient documents. Looks like they date back to the settlers, but they're written in a language I can't read.
And I thought you Technomancers were so well versed in our old dialects.
Maybe in Aurora. In Abundance, we're soldiers first and last. We learned some colonial knowledge during training, but the languages are barely taught. The Great Master was the only one who had that kind of knowledge.
So, now you need a Technomancer from Aurora to translate. I might know of someone, a renegade of sorts who left Shadowlair to become a hermit. Word was, though, your former comrades captured him. If he managed to hide what he was, he's probably a captive in one of their forced labor camps.
Then getting to him won't be easy.
Exactly. But if you want your document translated, you might just have to find a way.
I'm looking for my friend Scott. He just disappeared. Any idea where he could have gone?
Can't say that I have. He's not at the caravansary, though. If you want, I can check with my informants. Might have joined the caravan that just left, though. Your pal looked like he was missing Ophir, honestly. Then again, maybe he was kidnapped. Never can tell.
Just let me know if you hear anything. I need to find him. Thanks for the help.
My pleasure, as always.
I think I know the camp Dandolo mentioned to you. It sounds like their main camp, so I wouldn't be surprised if the man you're looking for is there. And I want to go with you. Have a few things to settle there. This is important to me, Zachariah. What they do to the prisoners there is inhuman. I just want to help as many as I can.
You're not telling me something, are you?
I was a prisoner there once. I can't tell you what they did to me. I'm just asking you. Take me with you.
I get why you'd want to free him, but it also makes me nervous about letting you tag along. If we get there and you let your emotions run away with you, it's my life you're risking too.
You know me better than that. You've seen me keep my cool in the worst situations. Think about it all you want, but I'm the one who knows that camp by heart, remember? It's gonna be more dangerous for you to go in without me.
expect at this camp?
Judging from Nisha's face, not something pretty. I feel like I'm driving a hearse.
Whatever you're thinking, it's 1,000 times worse. You're taking us to hell.
But aren't they called work camps?
More like prisons, where the primary goal is to break spirits and destroy free will. Their final products are submissive beings akin to farm animals, and their methods end up destroying some and brainwashing the others.
This Aurora Technomancer we search for must be hiding in plain sight. He'll be very discreet, so we'll have to look for someone normal. Almost too normal.
I hope we're able to free the other prisoners. We could help them get a fresh start in Noctis.
I know you want to sit with the cool kids, but my rover can only hold so many people. Sorry, can't take everyone.
If we can distract the guards, I can get Dandolo to send a rescue team. It wouldn't be the first time he's done that.
If Dandolo can bring the manpower, we can bring the diversion. We'll free them.
Words alone cannot express my hatred for this place.
I warned you.
Traitor, get him!
Coming back here free, armed, with my rights returned to me, it's priceless. Thank you for bringing me. I can't tell you how much it means.
Can't go through here. Can't go through here. Boris, how'd you get here? The hell happened to you?
Lieutenant, can't you tell your own work? You wanted to arrest me at any cost. Well, here's the cost. To me. What did you think they did to deserters and rebels, huh? Send them on vacation? Welcome to my hell. They like to get rough. I believe they smile. I'm just about done bleeding, though. You should have just killed me. Same result, just cleaner.
I'm sorry, Boris. I just can't do anything else.
You tried, though, my friend.
Nisha, are you alright? Hey, are you Professor Charles Seeker?
I am? You are... What does a Technomancer want?
Long story, Professor. Just know I'm a friend of Scott's. We looked for you in Ophir. Even got our hands on some of your notes, but,
My research notes? On Technomancers? How? I coded them to make sure those ASC thugs couldn't read them. Did you manage to read them?
I just gave him to Scott.
Oh, good. Good. I'm sure he deciphered them with no trouble. Scott's eccentric, I know, a little unstable even, especially since he lost his child. But even still, he is the greatest mind in abundance. A genius who's focused his research on people like you. Technomancers. I'm sure my notes, which I pray no one but you and Scott will see, will be a great service to him. I was able to prove nothing, really, but my work pointed to a high probability that the abilities of your kind stemmed from what Earthlings called gene therapy.
Not sure what that means, Professor.
Yes, of course. They modified genes to cure disease, provoked mutations, modifications that got passed on to offspring as well. Look, in theory, at least. A theory I will never get to test now, I'm afraid. Being held here. Well, I suppose it's better this way. Undeniably incredible research, but research that could also, unfortunately, lead to the enslavement of your kind. Cast you as just another mutation to be contained, you know, afraid of what they don't know. And while I'm sure there was good intention in their creation of your mutation, no one can say what that reason is.
Can you keep this a secret, Professor?
My lips are sealed. Now and forever. No one else will ever be privy to my research.
Thank you, Professor. Take care. Hello, I'm looking for someone. A rather old man.
What is the man doing in the camp?
He was locked up here because he was living away from corporations. He's a technomancer like me, but way older. And he comes from Aurora.
He is not sure, but he believes he recognized that the old man had the Aurora way of speaking. But he thinks that the man is mistaken because he is not a technomancer. He doesn't make lightning bolts. He is a mechanic, not a good mechanic.
Thank you very much for the information. Hello, I'm looking for someone.
A man? He doesn't mingle with men. Men avenge themselves upon them, so he stays away.
All right, I understand. Goodbye. I'm looking for an old man. He's from Aurora, and he used to be a technomancer.
Well, you're looking for him in the wrong place. It's true that there's a guy with a funny way of speaking, but I can't believe that he's from Aurora. That sounds crazy. What would he be doing here?
Who is that man?
His name's George. An old guy, as you said, and the way he speaks sounds funny. Anyway, as if he were making fun of us with complicated words. He's a mechanic, though.
This could mean that he studied within the elite in a corporation that were a little precious. Thank you. Hello, I'm looking for a man. A man in your age range. A technomancer.
A technomancer? Here? You must be mistaken, my boy. There is no technomancer here. The prisoners of war are sent elsewhere. Here we are taught to think like good citizens of abundance.
Hello, I'm looking for a prisoner. An old man from Aurora. He's a former technomancer.
There are no technomancers here. You would be killed right away or sent to a camp as a prisoner of war. You're in the wrong camp. This here is a rehabilitation camp for deviants, dissenters. It's supposed to get us to think right again. Sorry, I don't see.
Maybe he hid what he was. He used to live far from the corporation. Maybe they mistook him for a deviant, an outcast. But he must have kept some of his mannerisms or accent from Aurora.
That could be George. I've always thought that he had a funny way of talking. He works as a mechanic. He really looks burned out. But the funny thing is, I once heard him say he was barely 50. You think he was at least 20 years older. He must have had a really bad life, worse than ours.
That could be him. Technomancy tends to age us faster. Thank you.
What that old man did was pretty amazing. Didn't manage to let a single person know he was a technomancer or from a rival corporation. All while in a camp made to break you. Made to brainwash you. That's no ordinary man.
No one would know how much willpower a technomancer needs to resist more than you.
Yes, that's true.
How old are you? 70?
50 years old, but I had a hard life. Unfortunately, that leaves its mark.
Like technomancy takes its toll as well.
I don't know what you mean. I don't know anything about technomancy. You should talk to someone else.
I've heard that mechanics isn't your forte. It's a good hideout, isn't it?
The person who told you that I'm not good is simply bad-mouthing me.
If you say so. But this doesn't explain the way you speak. Polished for a mechanic. Listen, let's cut to the chase. Just let me look at your temples and that'll be it.
You are the pain in the neck, you know that. Very well. I am the one you're looking for, and your relentless questioning puts me in jeopardy if the word gets out here.
I specifically came to this camp in order to find you. You brought back a dome lost in the sands, a tablet that I'm unable to translate.
It is written in the settlers' coded language, one they use for the important data. By all means, I can translate it, but this type of thing can take time, and I can't do it here.
Come with us to Noctis. I am sure that you'll find a place to stay.
Noctis?
The city of the merchants. It's an independent city. There you won't have to fear Aurora or abundance.
Well then, I'll follow you.
Glad to leave this place.
Me too. I don't care where you take me. Anywhere is better than prison.
It stank like fucking death in there. I don't know what to say. I feel ashamed. And from abundance. What they do to people in there. Inhuman.
To think that even Ophir looks like a paradise after seeing such a place. I am grateful, however, for we managed to save a few souls.
You okay, Nisha?
No, not really. I don't want to talk about it right now.
I get that the place could have triggered some bad memories. I'm sorry, Nisha.
Hello. This is Patience, the Technomancer you told me about.
Ah, nice. Free of that shadow-forsaken labor camp. Must have been a living hell. A sincere pleasure to meet you.
Yes, nice to be free, but to be honest, I'm now stuck with no place to go. Can't and won't go back to Aurora. And Abundance was always so accommodating that I can't imagine the hospitality if they had known about my talents. Damn the ASC. And ever since my little desert refuge has been discovered, it's become a tad less cozy. Here I am, no roof, no real belongings. Only thing I have is this guy here who won't leave me alone until I translate some ancient text for him.
Well, I can't help with Mr. Mancer's needs for a translator, but I can give you a roof. It's the Noctis way, for we say, give me your tired, your poor, your huddled masses yearning to breathe free. Welcome to your new home, Patience. There are some empty houses in the northern part of the city. I'm sure we can set you up there.
Thank you, and a sincere pleasure to meet you, Dandolo.
Why are you saying that?
You kidding me? You can't see that this poser prince is using you to restart a war so he can fucking swim in serum?
Even if Abundance has tried to kill me, I don't know if I'm ready to do this.
I agree this mission is distasteful, but I'm sure there are other motives here. Dandolo is not the type to wave a red flag just to provoke a new war. He knows how delicate the situation is. As for the costume story, I'm sure he also has some productive purpose for that, too.
Yeah, no shit. If the purpose is to get rich quick.
Don't forget, Dandolo is a merchant first, leader second, humanitarian third. Coming from a corporation, it might be hard for you to understand, but he's essentially driven by self-interest. Morality isn't the issue. It's not about good or bad, it's about what's profitable. Dandolo is simply an opportunist, and if the peace between Aurora and Abundance is sincere, then one isolated attack shouldn't instigate a whole new war.
I know this doesn't feel right, but remember, you don't owe Abundance a thing. And even if they do go back to war, it's because they were already hungry for a fight. With Dandolo, you just need to read between the lines sometimes. When we get there, maybe we can try something a little craftier and avoid a conflict altogether. I think what he really wants are the costumes, though I'm not sure why.
What the hell am I doing here? Abundance, Aurora, Technomancers? Doesn't make a goddamn difference. All a bunch of assholes begging for more power. What the hell does all of that have to do with me?
Halt! Don't move! What are you doing? In case you haven't heard, there's been a truce and a peace treaty's being negotiated.
Death to Aurora, for the good of Abundance!
us! Cain avenges us!
Be able to force this lock. I need a key. Can't do this. Can't do this.
Hi, Zach.
Dandolo will have his costumes.
You think he likes playing dress-up or some shit? Because, I mean, I don't really see the point.
He's an offbeat fellow, but I can't imagine him dressing up in front of the mirror. Though I can't imagine the pompous laughter if you like the way he looked. Nah, he must have buyers. Dandolo asks for things for a reason. However indirect his requests may be, they're always planned investments. that he anticipates to pay off in time.
These unis better make him happy. I don't want to keep running errands for the Prince of Dress-Up.
I could be wrong, but I am doubtful his request will stop here. He is the Prince of Merchants. He'll maximize what he can get out of every friend and acquaintance.
It might seem like we're running pointless errands, but isn't it nice here? We are fed, housed, and welcomed by friends, and far from Victor's madness.
Yeah, we get it. You like Dandolo. But I'm still the one who's driving us around, and this is the last time I act like a fucking costume rental service.